Last 4 decades, the BOI investment applications have relied on a traditional paper-based system. Today marks a significant milestone in Sri Lanka's journey towards establishing a world-class investment climate, the launch of the BOI Gateway online platform. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Investment of Sri Lanka, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this landmark occasion, the official launch of the BOI Gateway, the new online platform for investment approvals. This initiative represents a major step forward in facilitating investors with faster, more transparent, and efficient services. To commence today's proceedings, may I now invite the chairman of the BOI, Mr. Arjuna Hera, to deliver the welcome speech.
Good afternoon to each one of you and a very warm welcome. Secretary Treasury, Dr. Harshana Surapperman, DG and the management of BOI, the staff and the media who is present today. This marks a very important milestone for BOI. We are in the process of a transformation journey, and in that transformation journey, digitalization is one of the key elements and a catalyst for transformation. So this is one of the important, significant digitalization initiatives that BOI has taken, and we are launching it today. As you will see, it's BOI Gateway. So entire application submission process to the evaluation to until signing of the agreement will be completely digitalized, transparent, and it will also allow us to monitor and follow up on this process, and it will be transparent to the investor as well. You will hear about the product and the processes that will follow will be in the application from Chanda when he speaks. So first of all, a big thank you to the Secretary Treasury. Actually, to tell you frankly, we are here today in very short time frame because of Dr. Harshana Surapperman. If not for his initiative and monitoring and pushing this, we wouldn't have been able to achieve this so fast. So thank you very much, ST, for your initiative and guidance on that, and also to DG management and particularly Chanda, who all worked very, very hard to get this up and running very quickly. Now, the transformation journey that we have begun is not only the digitalization. That's a very important catalyst and an important tool for us for the transformation of BOI. We are in the process of several initiatives of transformation of BOI to fulfill the mandate the government has and the people and the country has to increase FDI to this country. In fact, some of the things that we are doing already are yielding results. As you will realize, I think you all saw the first half results of FDI, attracting FDI. We are now finished our first 7 months in the year, and I'm happy to report that the first 7 months of 2025 realized a FDI of 607 million US dollars. Now, this is more than double the 2024 figure for the corresponding period. And in this rate, the entire 2024, we have realized US dollars 614 million US dollars. As of today, we have surpassed that. We don't have the exact figure, and we believe by end of the year, our aim is to surpass a 1 billion US dollar FDI to this country. And I must say, thank the entire staff of BOI, the management led by DG, for all the efforts that have been put in to get to that. Now, the transformation process is yielding. The efforts and commitments of the management and staff is yielding. And based on that, I must say that we also have approved 63 projects by end of July 2025. That has, out of that, 34 projects are greenfield projects, completely new projects. And then we had 29 expansions of existing projects. The total value of these approved projects is US dollars 776 million, of which 500 million is FDI and 276 million of local investments. Right? Now, these are approvals. What I talked earlier was realize FDI. All these approvals also will get into realizing FDI for this country. Now, these new projects, actually, for this year, we have 956 new jobs created through the BOI projects, and the total exports from BOI projects during this period of 7 months is US dollar 4.561 million, 4,561 million, which is 4.561 billion US dollars exports from BOI companies. So I think we are on a sustained effort to realize FDI SD, and we are very confident that we will get to yielding better results as we go on, as we build momentum. Now, also, as you are also aware that whilst we improve the process and procedures of attracting FDI and yielding FDI in this country, there is a big ask to make BOI a one-stop shop. And thanks you as well, where we have the Investor Facilitation Coordination Committee meeting at least once a month. And your request is now, this time, do it every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, which brings all the government agencies to one table under the chairmanship of Secretary Treasury to create a forum and a meeting for BOI to act as a one-stop shop to get approvals across the table. Now, in the event we actually cannot achieve that approval process very quickly through this process of Investor Facilitation Committee, Coordination Committee, we have another forum that we take this to, the Economic Management Committee, which is a subcommittee of the Cabinet, where President chairs it, and we have the ability to, in fact, discuss these projects at that forum and try to move the projects that are getting stuck because of lack of intergovernment agency coordination issues. So we are hoping these will yield us, also continue to yield us good results. Also, I'm aware one of the reasons for, in fact, Economic Transformation Act to be brought, Secretary Treasury, is that the interagency coordination issue to be resolved through a legislative mechanism as well. So we believe that Economic Transformation Act that will be amended and brought into being will, in fact, one of the priority and a key objective of that is to create the mechanism around BOI to be a one-stop shop or one-stop shop mechanism. So whilst we are very keen to be a catalyst in the economic development in this country, by not only facilitating FDI and local investments, we are also creating new zones. We've already announced we want to launch at least 2 new zones during this year. And we have altogether 7 new zones planned. And if we cannot launch the other 5 this year, we are looking at in the first quarter of 2026 to launch the remaining 5 zones after creating or launching the 2 zones that we are looking at creating by end of this year. So with this, all these information and updates to you, I also want to again thank ST for his initiative and support that you have extended to BOI throughout, and you're very committed in doing that. And thank you very much for that. And on the management led by DG and the staff, thank you very much for all the efforts that have been taken, which are yielding. And I'm quite sure by end of the year, and as we go on creating a momentum, we will fulfill the mandate of BOI in the very near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Moving on the next on the agenda, we will hear about the impact of the new system and how it will transform the investment landscape in Sri Lanka. It is my pleasure to invite Mrs. Renuka Veerakon, the Director General of the BOI, to share her valuable insights.
Good afternoon, Secretary to the Treasury, Dr. Harshana Suryaperuma, Chairman of the BOI, Mr. Arjuna Hera, all our technical partners, dear staff, and the media members present with us today. It is an honor to address you today on a groundbreaking step taken by the BOI in its journey toward digital transformation, which marks a historic moment for Sri Lanka's investment landscape. This journey, I think we were discussing for the last 3 years, and thank you, Steve, for the push and for your guidance and your constant updates on where we are, which has led us to come to this moment where we will be launching this gateway today. With the official launch of the BOI Gateway, our online investment application platform, we begin a fundamental transformation in how we engage with investors, process applications, and promote Sri Lanka as a dynamic, competitive destination for global investment. For many years, the way we handled investment applications was rooted in a manual, paper-based system. This approach, while familiar, was time-consuming, costly, and often presented challenges in tracking and in transparency. But today, everything changes. This system, developed entirely in-house by the BOI IT department, the BOI Gateway, has been designed to simplify, accelerate, and modernize our investment approval process. This platform will usher in exceptional levels of transparency, efficiency, and convenience for every stakeholder involved. At its core, the BOI Gateway transforms how we work, from drastically reducing paperwork to significantly cutting the time traditionally required for approvals. This streamlined process ensures investors receive faster responses and quicker decisions, while providing full transparency into the status of every application. Investors, officers, and management alike now have real-time, clear visibility into the entire process. Moreover, the system empowers us to make smarter decisions through the availability of accurate, real-time data at our fingertips. It enhances operational workflows, making our internal processes efficient than ever before. Most importantly, this gateway strengthens and enriches the relationship between the BOI and investors by fostering greater trust, accountability, and confidence in Sri Lanka as an investment destination. I wish to express my sincere appreciation to the Secretary to the Treasury, Dr. Harshana Suryaperuma, for his invaluable support in making this initiative a success, and to the Chairman of the BOI, Mr. Arjuna Hera, for his guidance throughout the process. My gratitude also extends to all departments who were involved in this initiative. In particular, I would like to commend the BOI IT department led by Chandler for their exceptional dedication, innovative initiatives, and tireless efforts in developing and implementing this platform. So today, I call upon all our stakeholders to embrace this transformative technology. Let us work together to unlock new opportunities, strengthen our economy, and make Sri Lanka a destination of choice for global investors. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, for that informative address. We will now move on the introduction of the new solution. May I request Mr. Chana Mendis, the Senior Deputy Director from the IT Department, to take us through the features and capabilities of the BOI Gateway system. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Hashini. Good afternoon, everyone. So actually, this is one of the greatest moment in my career. I believe you have seen a lot of system launching, but most of them are outsourced project, spending a lot of money. But I am proud to say this solution is 100% in-house developed system by the IT department. And actually, we worked very hard to achieve this target within 7 months. I would like to give my special thanks to Dr. Harshana because he worked with us every month. We get together and check the progress. He gave valuable inputs to us, and especially on system dashboards. So I'll quickly show you a small video clip of the solution. Evolution of technology to transform the way you work. Get inspired, get connected. Get expressive, stay engaged. The Board of Investment of Sri Lanka takes another step forward in digital transformation. Introducing BOI Gateway, the online platform for investment approval, an innovative platform developed in-house by the BOI Information Technology Department to simplify, accelerate, and enhance the investment approval process. Until now, investment applications were processed through a manual, paper-based system. In many cases, time-consuming, costly, and difficult to track. Now, everything changes. With the new system, investors can submit their investment applications online, from anywhere, at any time, and track their progress in real time. This system brings together three key stakeholders. First, the investor portal, where investors can submit applications, track progress, and communicate in real time. Second, the BOI officer portal, giving officers dashboards, instant notifications, and tools to improve efficiency and transparency. And third, the management dashboard, providing leadership with powerful reports, real-time insights, and data for better decision-making. For investors, the system offers a modern and user-friendly dashboard. From here, they can easily submit and track their investment applications in real time. Site approvals can be requested online without the delays of paperwork. If an application gets delayed or stuck at any stage, the dashboard clearly highlights it with an orange blinking status, so investors always know where their application stands. Need quick answers? Our AI-powered chatbot is available 24/7 to provide instant support. As well as, the system also provides a live chat feature, allowing investors to communicate with a relevant BOI officer through the platform. It may help to increasing productivity, efficiency, and transparency. For BOI officers, the system provides a personalized dashboard with a clear view of all pending applications. Real-time notifications keep officers updated on every investor action, ensuring nothing is missed. If an application is delayed, the dashboard highlights it clearly, helping officers take timely action. As well as officers can also monitor their own performance. For management, the system delivers powerful dashboards and real-time reports on all investments. Management can instantly track the progress of every application and quickly identify where delays are happening. Performance can be analyzed and leadership can take clear picture of productivity across the organization. BOI Gateway, making investment in Sri Lanka faster, smarter, and more transparent. Empowering growth, one investment at a time. The benefits are clear: faster approvals with reduced paperwork, improved transparency for all stakeholders, higher efficiency through streamlined workflows, better decision-making with accurate, real-time data, stronger relationships between investors and BOI.
Okay, that's all. Okay, as the chairman and DG mentioned, there are a lot of benefits are coming with this solution, but I am not going to repeat them. So let me introduce the team behind this amazing work. What? Yeah, come forward. One, the project lead. Pahan, Tinal, and Chintana software developers. And Tilan help us with the implementation, and myself design the system and the architecture. So actually, they work very hard. They continuously work sometimes at night, staying in the office. They went to home only on Sundays. So thank you, team. You work very hard. They are my power. So before I conclude this my speech, I would like to thank all other heads of the departments for supporting us to achieve this target, and Mr. Manjula for providing us the required resources. So thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for is here. I now invite the Secretary to the Treasury, Dr. Harshana Surya Peruma, the Chairman of the BOI, Mr. Arjuna Herat, and the Director General of BOI, Mrs. Renuka and Veerakon, to officially launch the BOI Gateway online platform for investment approval. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. We are truly honored to have with us today Dr. Harshana Surya Peruma, Secretary to the Treasury, as our esteemed chief guest. Dr. Surya Peruma's unwavering support, visionary leadership, and proactive engagement have been instrumental in driving this initiative forward. His commitment to fostering economic growth and enhancing investors' confidence in Sri Lanka has gently contributed to making this milestone a reality. We are indeed honored to have with us today Dr. Harshana Surya Peruma, Secretary to the Treasury, as our chief guest. May I now kindly invite Dr. Surya Peruma to deliver his thoughts.
Very good afternoon to all of you all. I think it's the reason why we are here was explained. But the most interesting part of this engagement is the teamwork, is the dedication and the passion of team members at BOI, Chairman and the DG. I'm sure with the support, lot of support from the senior management, the team, the BOI has achieved a historical milestone today, moving from paper-based activities to digital engagements for communication, tracking the investment application, the progress, and to showcase the world that we are there. So first of all, I would like to recognize the team members led by Changna and his team who has engaged continuously over the last several months, obviously with the leadership and the guidance of Chairman, DG and the members of the senior management. This signifies another moment in the journey the country has decided to travel. This milestone yet again assert the position, the stability and beyond of the current status that we have achieved as a nation. Beyond any doubts, Sri Lanka is marching forward in that journey. There are many institutions, many line ministries are now aligning to deliver those ambitious aspirations of people of this nation. To support that journey, BOI has a larger role to play. That role is engaging with the rest of the world to attract investors to Sri Lanka. For foreign investors to see a country as a viable destination, it is not only the tax advantages that really matters. Obviously, it is one item, but there are many other ingredients to convince them to look at Sri Lanka. And among those reasons has to be the political stability in the country that will allow investors to continue with their investments within those stable parameters. Sri Lanka has that feature available now. Another aspect is policy consistency as to what we offer to investors. When investors, both local and overseas, plan their engagements, these are long-term projects, they expect the consistency on those policies based on which they made those investments. They committed to Sri Lanka with their investments. The policy consistency is prevailing on the decisions the government is taking. Another engagement, other ingredient in that process is how we interact with our investors. Instead of sending several emails or writing multiple times, we are showing the cutting edge position that we have achieved by allowing them to real-time engage with BOI team. I understand the new system will allow investors to track when they have made the application, what are the next steps in the process, who are the team members looking into that in terms of progress where it is, and they have opportunities to communicate constantly. So these are other ingredients that will facilitate and help investors to monitor until they get the necessary approvals. Another ingredient obviously is able to get those approvals quickly. As Chairman mentioned, The regulatory framework is being strengthened as we speak, which will provide the necessary space and the authority to BOI to work with other agencies and coordinate with other agencies with the primary objective of granting approvals quickly to investors. So those challenges have been identified and addressed as we speak. This will provide Sri Lanka the opportunity of competing well within the region to attract investors who are looking at this region. Sri Lanka is not the only country, but we have some unique advantages based on our location, the governance structure Sri Lanka is proposing, the transparency, the level playing field that are offered to investors, whether it is local investors or overseas investors, based on their competency, capital ability to infuse capital, and able to implement and deliver quickly. Sri Lanka is looking at driving multiple ambitious goals. In one angle, increasing our FDI, another angle, increasing our exports, attracting more tourists to Sri Lanka, increasing the remittances into the country, and all those plans are well underway in terms of delivery. So this will allow the country to move into the next level that we are discussing all the time, which is stability, consistency, and predictability. The benefits of these engagements and activities we need to flow into the citizens of this country. That's where investments will flow into, not only in the Western province, but to the other provinces. These investments will flow into other districts where employment creation, development of those districts, visibility to those districts, and youth who are waiting for job creation, where private sector, state engagements will facilitate more and more projects and developments on those respective districts and areas. This will allow us to integrate Sri Lanka into the future that we want to create for ourselves, where people will have opportunities in their respective areas instead of coming all the way to a few districts or provinces for their activities. In that journey, digitization is a must. It allows investors to engage, coordinate, communicate. That's one angle. On another angle, I suppose this system will help you as team members of BOI to understand what are the projects that have been allocated to you, your own KPIs to understand in terms of progress, in terms of completion, in terms of time taken, etc. For you all also to be confident that you are contributing to this journey, because you are the front line when it comes to engagement with investors. Investors gauge how Sri Lanka offers facilitation based on your activities and the responsiveness and the efficiency, etc. So it allows another wonderful arena for you all to engage as team members at BOI, to monitor, to coordinate with the senior management. I'm sure I saw some of the tools in the dashboards that the system is offering to the management to ensure management is, chairman and the board, is able to view the progress of those investments. It is not BOI alone in this journey. That's where the Ministry of Finance, as officials, we are duty bound to support the efforts of the chairman, the director general, and management, and all of you all. Whether you are in Colombo or whether you have zones in far away from Colombo, we are duty bound to support each other. From the Ministry of Finance side, we will provide that facilitation and the support. As chairman mentioned, we want to engage more and more with you, particularly with the investors, to understand the challenges. That's where the monthly meeting, where ministry officials are attending from the finance ministry, as well as all other relevant line ministries, are brought into one table. We sit around the table along with investors themselves. In many occasions during the last few meetings, some investors are logging in virtually from wherever the respective countries they are in to understand their concerns, to address their concerns, and to give them the confidence it is happening now. Some of the projects we understand were stuck there for a while, and all possible efforts within the parameters of regulation and law, while safeguarding the interest of other line agencies, we want to facilitate and provide quick response to investors, showcase to them that we are ready. So once again, I want to thank the team who are working continuously to bring about these changes, these improvements. This is an inevitable path, a path that we were to take, but we are happy at least now we are engaging actively. So the digital journey has begun, as we know, from several fronts. Sri Lanka is taking this journey. UDI is taking shape in one angle, the social registry is getting implemented on another angle. Many institutions are going digital. National single window, the process is expedited and it is getting into shape. Many activities are happening simultaneously. Similarly, many other organizations are embracing digitization. It is no longer having a website and no longer sending emails up and down. It's monitoring real time, assisting our investors and clients and stakeholders who rely on us on a real time basis to showcase that our efficiency. As I mentioned, what is next? The legislative framework need to be finalized to give the strength to BOI to make those decisions quickly, to engage with other institutions quickly and obtain necessary input from other line agencies in a prompt manner, allowing us to drive the FDI that the country is looking at. The new platform, to an extent, is enabled with chatbots and some extent of AI facilitation also. That is the journey that we were waiting for many, many years. So it's a wonderful scenario that we are in. And all this brings to one conclusion. We were waiting for all this time. Now it is done. That means it is possible. Many of the efforts that as a country, as a nation, that we were looking forward to, it's getting delivered one at a time. So it is up to all of us to engage in that journey, embrace that journey, and continue to deliver. Once again, I thank all of you all at BOI, whether you are present here today or whether you are based on a location far away at a zone. We value your contribution. We recognize your contribution. We want to engage more with you all, with the investors, and to make sure we achieve our common objective as the institution by bringing in more FDI and facilitate our investors both locally and overseas to have a wonderful, a very positive experience based on the regulatory framework and the timelines that we are offering to the world to showcase we are efficient and a modern facilitator for investments. Thank you very much, everyone, once again.
Thank you, sir, for those visionary remarks. As we come to the close of today's event, I now invite the Executive Director of the Investment Appraisal Department, Mr. Ranjit Dharmasiri, to deliver a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Hashimi. Good afternoon, everybody. Secretary of the Treasury, Chairman of BOI, Director General of BOI, IT head, all the heads of the departments, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. Today made a prominent milestone to all of us. I think it's very effectful, and with this official launch, new system will benefit not only to the BOI as its enterprises, as well as the country, contribute to the country and the economic development of the entire country. This achievement is meaningful with the current government procedure, which emphasizes continuously digital transformation. The accession of this initiative brings vital advantages, vital changes, such as enhanced transparency, great accountability, easy keep recording, minimum human intervention, increase in investments, and finally, it impacts to the entire country image, Sri Lanka. In closing, I would like to give my sincere appreciation, thankfulness to the Secretary to the Treasury for his commitments, tireless work, and tremendous support for giving us this scenario. Thank you very much, sir. My heartfelt gratefulness to the chairman of the BOI. As he mentioned, we have doubled our FDI in the first half. And his leadership is very straightful, and it has been given us a good way to forward. Thanks a lot for your tremendous efforts, sir. Next, I would like to give my deep appreciation to the Director General of the BOI. Her leadership and the close supervision as the Director General, as the CEO, appreciated, and her commitment, patience, and loyalty to the work is instrumental making this event a success. Thank you so much, madam. And next, I would like to give my appreciation to the IT head and the staff and the investment appraisal department team, and also the other heads of departments. Without your support, we have not possible to make this event success. And also I have to specially mention the other supporting staff and also the media representatives. Many thanks. Have a good day. Thank you so much for your kind attention.
With that, we conclude today's program. On behalf of the BOI, we thank all our distinguished guests for gracing this important occasion. We look forward to your continued support as we work towards making Sri Lanka a premier investment destination. Thank you. Refreshments are arranged.